Hi everyone. Today we are going to see what is Drupal and what's the basic uses of Drupal. So what is the advantage of using Drupal websites? So before going ahead, we want to have some clear knowledge on what is Drupal content management system. So basically a content management system is a software tool that lets users to add, publish, edit or remove content from the website using a web browser. So the CMS software it is written in scripting languages and the scripts run on a computer where a database and a web server is installed. And coming back to Drupal, so Drupal is a flexible CMS based on LAMP stack, so with a modular design, allowing features to add or remove by installing or uninstalling the modules. So the website which you are seeing right now is drupal.org, and basically so drupal.org is the home for Drupal projects and Drupal communities. It is supported and maintained by Drupal Associates. So today I'm going to show how to download the Drupal source code and what are the some basic features of Drupal and what is the advantage and advantages of using Drupal. So this is the drupal.org site. So in order to get the source code from Drupal, you can just hover on the top link My Drupal for developers. So here you could see the link is provided where you will be able to download the Drupal source code. So right now the stable release, the Drupal latest release is going to be Drupal 9. So you just click on this download Drupal so that it will be taking you back to the Drupal download page, and still you will be able to has provided one more additional option to browse the code from Drupal repo. So here we go. So you should just click on this download Drupal there. You could see like here. So at the bottom you could see a zip folder is getting downloaded, and still Drupal comes up providing various types of versions. So right now we are using the Drupal latest version is Drupal 9. So if you want to check the older versions of Drupal, so you can go to this URL project drupal.org/projects. So here you could see what are the stable releases provided by Drupal so far. So for Drupal core 9 and Drupal core 8, Drupal core 7 are the different versions which Drupal has supporting right now. And at the bottom you could see like Drupal comes with unique versions. So if you want to say 9 and 9.2, 9.3, these are the some latest releases from Drupal including the release date. And one more additional feature which Drupal provides is like Drupal provides us the security. So it provides patches at a respective period of time. So once you have at the time of installing Drupal, it asks us to provide us a mail ID. Once you provide your mail ID and also in the admin configuration reports, you could see the security update saying whenever you got a new updates to the Drupal code or the Drupal functionality. So that it helps a lot in making the Drupal.org more supportive. So the next thing which I'm going to cover is the Drupal distributions. So basically the distributions provide site features and functions for specific type of site as a single download containing Drupal core, contributor models, themes and some predefined configurations. So here you could see there are some of the predefined distributions provided by Drupal. So if you want to use those items, you just click on the Commerce Kickstart. So you will get a predefined set of project with all those modules available. So here you see like this is the stable. You could see the stable release for version 7.7. So before going ahead of installing any of the modules or any distribution themes, we want to check the security advisory policy. So at the bottom you could say the color is little bit in yellow. It means like this is not covered by Drupal security policies. It's more preferable to use the projects which comes under Drupal security policy. So you could see like so the place where I'm hovering, you could see the stable release covered by Drupal security scheme. So basically it provides an advantage of using more secure piece of code so that hackers will not be able to hack our site. And coming to the next question, I'm going to walk you through the module section. So what does the modules in the sense is like so if you want to add additional functionalities to a Drupal existing code, right? So there are some default plugins which Drupal already provides. So those are called as contributor modules. So which is basically developed by posted by community members. So it has some different filtered criteria. So like maintenance status, development status, and module categories. They were the maintenance status in the sense like it says like whether the module is still maintained by the community team or community members, and development status states like whether there is any further development to that particular plugin or not. So Lycra will be able to download some multiple plugins for Drupal. So right now I'm going to show you like a basic plugin from where you'll be how to download. You just click on this .zip file or zip folder, whichever you prefer. You can click on this, and once you are done you'll be able to download this folder and unzip that. And coming to the next portion I'm going to cover is called themes. So basically themes in the sense going to be a UI. So here the by default, as I mentioned earlier, it also comes with the same field search criteria, and you could see that at the bottom the super default thing called Bootstrap. So basically the Bootstrap helps us to develop our site in different resolutions. So like how the Drupal comes with some default open source features, so that it helps us to build our own site, and these are some of the additional items which need to be advantage of using the Drupal. And thanks a lot. In the next section we are going to cover how to install these themes, modules, and distributions, and see how it's going to work better.